Hi everyone, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to do a simple recording setup. You'll notice there are no speakers involved in this setup. That's because this would be something we would use for like a Bible study session, not a Sunday service where you'll need voice amplification for praise and worship or anything like that. All right, so let's go over the items that are included here. First, we have Pastor's microphone body pack. We have a pair of antenna for the mic receiver. An audio cable that connects the receiver to an audio interface. We also have a USB cable that connects the audio interface to the laptop. All right, so let's go back over here. We're going to start with Pastor's mic. If you don't already know, in order to turn on Pastor's mic, we squeeze the buttons on the side to open it up, and there's a on-off button. Go ahead and push that, hold it till the screen lights up. You'll know it's on when you see the battery levels, and this will indicate whether the pack is muted or not, and this is the mute switch. That takes it off mute. Pushing it back to the right puts it on mute. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is hook up the microphone receiver. So I'm gonna take the antenna and we're gonna plug the antenna into these antenna ports on the back of the receiver. On the antenna we have some rectangular notches here. These rectangular notches line up with a little round tab on the top of the antenna ports located on the back of the receiver. We're going to line those up, push it in. It's spring loaded here. Going to push it in and rotate clockwise till it locks in place. So let's go ahead and do that. Push in and rotate clockwise till it locks in place. Same thing with this one. Look for the rectangular notch. Line it up with the top, push in, rotate till it locks in place. All right, flip the antenna up, and then the next thing we're gonna do, actually the next thing that we would do is plug in the power cord, which goes in this port here, but we don't have that. That's the power cord that has the red tab on this end. We'll go over that another time. Well, next thing we're gonna do though is hook up the audio cable to the mic receiver. All right, so the cable, like I said, has two different ends. The end we're going to use to hook to the mic receiver is the XLR end. There's a button on top here. This button is a release button when you're unplugging it. When you're plugging it in, you want this button to be pointing to the right, the 3 o'clock position. All right, so have that button, rotate it to the right, push in until it clicks and locks in place. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to plug the 1/4-inch male end into the front of the audio interface. The audio interface has two 1/4-inch ports. However, one is for headphones. That's not the one we're going to use. We're going to use the one that says 2 high Z. So we're going to plug this plug into that port. After that, we're going to turn this around, and then we're going to grab our USB cable. We have two different jacks on the USB cable. We're going to use the smaller jack and plug into the back of the audio interface. It's a unique shape, so it only plugs in one way. All right, so we go ahead and plug that in. And there's a switch here that we want to make sure is pointing to the right when we're looking at the back of this box, right? Make sure it's flipped towards the USB cable. That's the power source selector. All right. After we do that, we're going to grab the other end of the USB cable and we're going to plug it into the laptop. We are going to use the first USB port on the laptop, on the left side of the laptop. Again, it's USB, so it only plugs in one way. And we plug it in there. Once you plug in that USB to the laptop, make sure that button lights up on the USB interface. That ensures that the interface is communicating with the laptop and it's receiving power. We also want to make sure that this input gain button is all the way down. This input gain button is at the 9 o'clock position, and this output knob, both of these should be at the 9 o'clock position. All right, so after we do that, we're going to start the application that we use to record on the laptop. So first we're going to log into the ALCC multimedia profile, and we're going to enter the password, which is 113 Pencader, and the P in Pencader is uppercase, so that is 113 Pencader. Once we log in and we come to the desktop, we are going to start the Logic Pro app with a single click. That starts the app. By default, Logic will load the most recent project, which you see here was from the 24th of September. All right, what we're going to do is close that. Then we're going to go up to File and hit New. Once this window pops up, we're just going to confirm that we are creating a new audio track by clicking Create. Excuse me, and now we're ready to record. To start recording, we click the red record button. So once you click record, the cursor will move the cursor will move across the screen, and that's how you know you're recording. You'll see this red bar, and it'll continue throughout the whole recording process. Also, this bar here will light up green in response to microphone input. When you're done recording, and this page will scroll. When you're done recording, in order to stop, we're going to hit this stop button here, the square. And then we're going to save this project. We go up to File, Save As, and then we're gonna name it matching the current date, and we're gonna match the format that we have here. So we'll start with the 4-digit year, the hyphen, the 2-digit month, hyphen, and the 2-digit day. So for example, if we recorded something on December 25th, 2017, be 2017 hyphen 12 for December hyphen 25, and then we click save. Once saved, simply close the laptop, and we're done.